Dearborn, Michigan, home to America's biggest mosque. And as of last year, the first Arab-majority city in the United States. Shop signs are in both Arabic and English. Michigan has the highest proportion of Arabs of any US state, and many of them are furious. Furious with the Biden-Harris government for supporting Israel's war in Gaza and failing to stop a new war in Lebanon.
Which country have you come from and why did you leave it?
I come from Iraq. I leave it because everything has become bad in Iraq and I see it's no hope in Iraq for the normal people.
The stand that Joe Biden has taken, certainly very pro-Israeli to begin with, does that affect your vote?
Look, about the war in anywhere, not just in Gaza, in Sudan, in Yemen, in Iraq, around the world, I not like it.
Michigan has been a swing state for years now. It was once a dependably Republican state that became a dependably Democratic state and has now moved to the center. And Michigan is ground zero for the Arab-Israeli split.
Now, the huge negative is war. War in Ukraine, war in the Middle East.
I will get that settled and fast, and I'll get the war with Ukraine and Russia ended. If I'm president-elect, I'll get it done before even becoming president.
This is the first time that Muslim Americans can actually be the decider in the election.
The voting margins in Michigan are extraordinarily tight. Of a population of 10 million, Biden flipped the state from Trump in 2020 by just 154,000 votes. 4 years before that, Trump took it from the Democrats by just 10,000 votes. Neither candidate can afford to alienate the state's 250,000 Arabs.
Just last week, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said there's not a deal in the making. President Biden has not been able to break through the stalemate. How would you do it?
Well, let's understand how we got here. On October 7, Hamas, a terrorist organization, slaughtered 1,200 Israelis, many of them young people who were simply attending a concert. Women were horribly raped. And so absolutely, I said then, I say now, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would.
The Biden and the Democrat administration's policy towards Israel, supporting the war, calling for a ceasefire, but still sending arms for Israel, that could affect how you vote in November.
Definitely. That I think affects a lot of people right now.
She hates the Arab population because the whole place is going to get blown up. Arabs, Jewish people, Israel will be gone. It would have never happened. Iran was broke under Donald Trump.
I mean, there's 40,000 people dead in Palestine.
And is that going to have a big effect on your vote?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm still undecided.
Do you like Donald Trump?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think he's like fighter.
He's like...
Fighter man.
What's Donald Trump's answer to the Gaza war? He is a convenient line for both sides.
If I was president, the attack on Israel would have never happened.
And he loves telling Michigan's voters all about his daughter Tiffany's new Arab husband, Michael Boulos, the son of a Lebanese billionaire.
Have you voted in an election before?
Yeah, we voted before, yeah.
And who did you vote for?
Trump.
Trump in 2016?
2016,
Trump in 2020?
and then 2024.
Again?
Again.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why? Why Trump?
Economy-wise, it's going to be better with the economy. We like him.
Trump says he's going to deport 15 million illegal migrants. It would be the biggest deportation in American history. The last time he was president, he banned Muslims from coming into the US from 6 different Muslim countries. Do either of those things put you off?
Yes and no. So he said a lot and done less. Again, he's coming from business perspective. I wouldn't really believe he would do that as much like, he's just saying it to back up his campaign. If he does that, he'll be impacting the economy. And this is not really one of his goals.
So to summarize, you're going to vote for Trump because he's not going to do precisely what he says he's going to do.
I guess so.
How are you?
Hammoud, Tom Newton-Dunn. Why did Arabs first start coming to Dearborn?
I think you have a plethora of reasons. Obviously, the most notable one being the automotive industry, the home of Ford Motor Company. Many of folk first came over kind of on a recruitment trail to try to find the job on the line and provide a meaningful life to their family, having a better life. And so each time there was a war that abruptly happened across the Arab diaspora, you saw migration from that country towards the city of Dearborn, just giving the welcoming nature and the flag that this has become in some terms the Arab American capital of the States. Many people feel backstabbed by the current president, that he ran on decency, ran on empathy, humility, and we have not seen that decision-making reflected in the choices that they have made towards what's happening in Palestine.
Kamala Harris is doing her best to reset. She skipped Benjamin Netanyahu's address to Congress and talks much more about the Palestinians suffering in Gaza. But no changes yet to US policy on the war. And that's her problem. Pivot too much to the Palestinian side, and she risks alienating America's 7.5 million Jewish voters.